Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? I hope you are well. I have to put some cream on my hands because dishes, dishes, dishes. Remember that commercial for Palmolive? Marge, I opened it. Anyway, that's aging me. For sure and for certain. Alrighty. So I was just finishing up my meditative moment, I guess you could say. It wasn't very long, but it's Monday and got to get the kids going. And there was a steady stream through my prayer, my reading, and just of loving people without trying to change people. It's really hard to do when you've been raised in an evangelical world where the goal is to evangelize, help people see and know Jesus. But what happens is sometimes, not always, please don't hear me criticizing because that's not my intent, and I know I can come across that way. But sometimes what can happen when we're so passionate about showing people Jesus is we want to change them. But God made them. And so when we just inform people, and then once you get to know Jesus, then you have to change this and this and this and this and this and this and this. When we just inform people, people don't thrive there. They may even come to know Jesus, but then they walk away from the organized church because the church couldn't see them as valuable. It was like, you're valuable as long as you have your fire insurance, and then you start to look the way we think the fruit of the Spirit should look. Yeah, you have to allow God to change you. But what's really being said is you have to let us change you, which is really dangerous. And I have been that person before. And I think I'm hyper aware of it in places because I have been the person trying to do the changing, and then I've also been the person who was expected to play by the rules and fit in a box, and very, very, very hurt by the church. And Jesus said, no, just bring them to me. I'll do the rest. They will thrive where they're loved. So then I was meditating, okay, what does love look like? Love doesn't always mean I agree with you. Love means I make space for your viewpoint, your opinion. I listen to how you developed your theology and what you understand that verse to mean, or that passage. I make space for that. Because yes, I am susceptible to not making space for that with people. And that's not a good thing. And I think part of self-care is owning your crap. It's owning your susceptible sins. It's owning your inability to see people because their political stripe is different than yours, or their opinion on patriarchy is different than yours. Whatever that looks like. Not being fake in developing friendships with people that don't look the same as you. Okay, so then what does that practically look like? It practically looks like a hug. It practically looks like going for coffee. It practically looks like open ears. It practically looks like using pronouns that are really important, using names that are really important. It practically makes space at grandma's table for people to come and be loved. It practically says, you're welcome here. You are welcome here. Not the you I used to know, not the you I hope you will become. You, right here, right now. That is what love looks like. And truly stepping back out of a person's life and letting God make whatever changes are necessary. Constantly bringing it back to Jesus, because he is the author and finisher of our faith. And it is really important to have friends where you are safe. Because you see, if you are not a safe friend for somebody, if I am not a safe friend for someone, they'll find somewhere they're safe. And it might not be as spiritually edifying as your grandma's kitchen table could be if you step back and let God make the changes. Galatians 2:20 says, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. So I can let him make the changes because I, Marilyn, no longer live. I, Marilyn, don't need to have everybody fit in my theological box. I, Marilyn, don't need everyone to look a certain way, smell a certain way, and act a certain way. I, Marilyn, need to make space for the people on the margins because Christ lives within me, and that's what he did. He made room for the rich. He made room for the poor. He made room for the sex worker. He made room for people that had no idea who they were. And he showed them their identity in him. Jesus would not have been afraid to change pronouns. He wouldn't have been. And that's what love looks like. It's saying, hey, you here now, today, you're important. Yesterday you was important. Tomorrow you is important. But today, here and now is important too. I need to make space for people. I need to do a better job of that. If I have not made space for you, or I've come across as though I know everything and you know nothing, I'm sorry. That's not the intent of these at all. I just want to bring encouragement to you and welcome you to Grandma's table because you are welcome here. Know that I love you. Have a great Monday. Bye.